Hi, my name is Geoff Cohen. I'm the General Manager for Careers24, and I'm going to be giving you top 10 tips on how to write a CV and apply for your dream job. Tip number 1, information. Include the kind of information on your CV that matches the type and level of job that you plan to apply for in such a way that recruiters will find you an interesting and informative candidate. Tip number 2, place emphasis on the right places. Selecting where to place your emphasis is important. It could be on knowledge that you have, it could be on previous job experience, it could be on contacts in the industry, but be sure to place it in context within the job that you are applying for. The third tip, priority. Prioritizing your information so that what is most important catches the eye of the recruiter first rather than last. Remember, this is an exercise in packaging. You want to bring up your most pertinent skills high enough up in the document that the recruiter who's scanning it sees it quickly and easily, consumes it, and picks up the phone to call you in for an interview. Number 4, evidence. Include strong evidence to support the claims that you are making about yourself. If you say that you've climbed Mount Kilimanjaro, prove to them that you have, in fact, climbed Mount Kilimanjaro. Number 5, stretch yourself in the way that you want to describe yourself on your CV. Quite often, CVs have their own format and their own grammar. Don't be afraid to use bullet points or numbered lists to show in a very short space your key attributes. But also, don't be afraid to embellish on those attributes where you think it is necessary. Number 6, style. CVs are quite often presented to recruiters in batches. Make sure that yours follows a consistent style throughout. Try and avoid images or graphics or things that will draw attention away from the key facts that have to be contained within the document. And that is information about you, your successes, your learnings, or how you can make a difference to the organization that you are applying for. Number 7, test. And this is crucial. Once you've written up your CV, take it to someone else, a friend, a co-worker, a family member, to thoroughly check, both for accuracy in terms of what is presented within the document, to check for items that you might have missed out, to check for natural errors, such as spelling or grammar. All of these things together are deadly sins if done incorrectly. There is nothing worse for a recruiter to find a job application or a CV presented to them with spelling errors or inconsistencies in terms of timeline or job experience. Number 8, contacts and references. These are your best tools when applying for your job. If you have contacts within the industry that can vouch both for your personality or your achievements, put them down, not just as names and contact numbers, but also a brief précis of who the individual is, what your relationship to that individual was, and what you think that individual will say about you. It's a powerful sales tool for yourself. Tip number 9, your interests. Interests flesh out the job application. It fleshes out your CV. It tells the person recruiting you that you are not just a faceless drone. You do have interests over and above your application for this particular post. In many cases, it also serves to identify what type of individual you are. Whether you are interested in watching television or jumping out of airplanes says a lot about your own personality. Number 10, send your CV to the correct person. Make sure that when you're applying for a job and sending your CV in, that you have the correct contact details. This may sound obvious, but when applying for posts in large corporations, simply sending off your CV to the Human Resources Department or an address that you have found somewhere on the internet is not going to stand you in good stead. Ensure that it gets to the right person, preferably copied to a number of other individuals. So not just the individual in the human resources department that's going to be doing the interview, but potentially the manager of that particular business unit or the boss of the company. Thank you very much. My name is Geoff Cohen for Careers 24, and these were the top 10 tips on how to write a CV and apply for your job.